Good morning. My name is Heather Aston, and this is my channel, TT's Trinkets and Treasures. If this is the first video of mine that you've stumbled across in this little corner of the World Wide Web known as YouTube, welcome. I'm so happy to have you here. I hope you will find this video informative and entertaining enough that you will want to hit that subscribe button and change the notification bell to all so that you never miss the release of one of my videos in the future. If you are a returning viewer, otherwise known as my treasures, thank you for being here. You guys are a blessing to me. If you would all wouldn't mind hitting that like button and maybe sharing this with other beauty-minded people in your life, um, and or leave me a comment below after the video to let me know what you thought, and if you have anything you would like me to demonstrate or just do in a future video. Alrighty, we are still amongst this 2 months 1 collection BBB design series. This is video 9. No, you have not seen video 8 yet. I recorded it yesterday along with my, oh my goodness gracious. I woke up at like 10 o'clock. Had to shower. My hair is like, we are not cooperating because I barely got it done enough to, or dry enough to not look like a, see, it's just going to be ridiculous today. Well, we'll try to keep control of it. Sorry about that. It's just, it is what it is. Oh, I didn't bring my dogs in. I need to do that real quick so they don't go bonkers about anything. Come on, guys. Let's go. Cooper. Greg. There we go. Alrighty, sorry about that. Anyway, so I recorded a video last night where I designed 4 bracelets and then did a pair of earrings afterwards, which I'll show you. And at the end of the video, sorry, I said that I was going to do another bracelet bash, but the fancy kind, which is just to say that it has more facets and stuff like that. Let's say hello to everybody, though. Hello, Mary. Hello, Barbara. Hello, Tina. And anyone who might be lurking, hello. You're welcome to join our chat at any time. Okay, as I was saying, I said that this was going to be the fancy bracelet bash. Just means that we're going to sparkle it up a little bit more. Maybe the other ones are like a jean and t-shirt kind of deal. And this is more of a date night or event, whatever. But I also think that these could be intermingled and mixed and matched together very easily. So we're going to look at that. I'll show you. Where do we leave a review? Oh, let me look that up on my Facebook page and I will get that back to you. Thank you for being willing to do that. I really appreciate it. Okay. Okay, so here are the 4 bracelets I did last night. And like I said, everybody's idea of fancy is open to interpretation. So I made this one with, these are some vintage resin beads that I got from Bernie's, and then I just used 2mm ball spacers and a 3mm corrugated spacer in between just to create a little bit of sparkle. Again, everybody's definition of fancy is different. And then I used the African turquoise faceted cubes. So I did that one. I did this one with the turquoise and the Australian zebra jasper. And these little turbine beads, which I love. And I thought I only bought one thing. Don't know why I thought that, because I got like 3 or 4 of them and should have known better. But So I did that one. Here's another one where I just took the darker pieces and instead of doing all the little spacers, I just used the corrugated ones on this one. And then this is a leopard skin jasper tube bead along with some strawberry quartz where I just went 3 light ones, a dark one, so on and so forth. Originally I was going to color block and go back and forth between the light and the dark, but there just wasn't enough to get the length that I needed in the dark jasper. I was being really picky. I don't know why, but I was being very picky last night, so that's kind of part of it. But so what I mean when I say like what some people may see as fancy. So maybe instead of using those check glass, we pull out these faceted garnet rondelles as spacers. Or where did I put it down? Because it's a perfect example. Anyways, I had pulled out a little container. I have one that is just regular onyx Haishi beads, and then one that's faceted, and now I don't see them even though I just had them in my hand. Good old damn Durkums, right? Anyways, I also have a whole bunch of like necklace ideas that I'll probably be recording tomorrow. I don't even know if Rosanna was able to go live this morning or not, but it's alright. So that's how like scatterbrained I am right now. Okay, so let's start, and we're basically going to kind of do the same thing with but I'm using the same beads. I'm still pulling the little turbine beads in, but I have these faceted smoky quartz rondelles that we're going to use, as well as some of the itty bitty gold spacer beads, just to kind of put little like a little bit of light with the facets. But these are just some faceted rondelles that are smoky quartz. And we're just gonna use the coin beads. Now, I should have, oh, I did a bunch of bracelets already. I'm like, where are the rest of my coin beads? I know where they are. They're on bracelets I already designed earlier. Okay, so I want to get at least 2 bracelets out of what I have left of my faceted. So I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay, so I want to kind of, maybe we'll do one with some rounds as well to kind of stretch out the beads that you have, because I know that not all of us are lucky enough to be able to have 2 subscription boxes or multiple wait, do resin beads need special treatment? I don't think so. Mary, you're a freaking genius, because you just reminded me of something. Oh, I'm so glad you just said that, Mary. They're gonna think your girl just went crazy, but you'll understand in just a minute. I promise I didn't. Oh, I promise I did not go crazy. Just a second. Wait, put them up here. No, there's my bone beads. It's probably underneath this. Okay, so these are beads that I got. Hold on, I'm going to put Pixie up just a tad for a minute, but don't want anybody to get seasick. Just want you guys to be able to see what I'm looking at. Oops. Okay, so I bought a bunch of beads a while back and was going to do a series with going into Hobby Lobby and buying everything that a beginner would have in order to make finished pieces to sell. Well, that fell by the wayside when I wasn't doing well, but I still have all the beads, obviously. And speaking of seashells, I have all of these ones are going to be so perfect. Mary, I love you. I have these ones. There was like a whole... Oh, and then I have these like little... What are on them? Oh, they're seed beads. Those are some of the teeniest, tiniest seed beads I have ever... Oh, no. It's the coating of the shell. Okay, but now we have 3... Was there just 3? I also have these Nautilus that would also look pretty cool. I just opened that upside down. That would look cool with these leopard skin jasper. I'm still going to do the Hobby Lobby thing. I'm just not going to do it with the beads I already bought. Mary, I might be sending you some of these. Plus I have some, I have a whole other, like divider like that. That is full of other beads. So thank you, my dear. Look, they go perfect with the color palette. I'm so excited. Pixie, can you stay on the mat and not on the mess? Okay, so we have like these brownie purpley ones, which I love. We have some cream ones, and then we have some smaller ones that will go perfect with the faceted cube beads that I have left of the Australian jasper, or the African turquoise beads, which are in fact not turquoise. They are a dyed jasper. Okay. My mind just went pew with ideas. So I've got to rein it in a little bit. Let me see here. So I have the rest of the African jasper set, like sorted out into like some lighter ones, and then the darker ones separate. So, but I had the hishis that we can use to pull in the blues, because I think they will go perfect with these little beads right here. And like this Nautilus as the center of a zebra jasper. Yes, they are definitely seashells. Now, do you see why I got so excited? I just found them when I was looking for something else last night, as we all do, right? But, yeah, I'm excited. Okay, so let's drop this back down a tad bit. We may have a new viewer that I actually met at Bernie's last week, and Bernie and David are very stuck in the past when it comes to techniques, and I love them, but they still use the wire guardians and the crimp covers and all of that kind of stuff, which if you use the magical crimper, you don't need the crimp covers. If you're using the magical crimpers, you don't necessarily need the wire guardian, all of that kind of stuff. So, I gave her my information and told her to reach out and that I would help her. So, I'm so excited. I felt like this was going to fall, and so I'm really excited. I think I want to start with these little ones. I'm going to pull these turbines back up, because I want to mix the Hashis with these gold seed beads. And I actually think these little ones might be check glass, not smoky quartz. I have smoky quartz pulled aside in case we wanted to use it, but like I'm thinking that we could just take some of the little Hashis and maybe do, I don't know, a few in between each shell. Let me grab, I'm still trying to finish using this beetle on waste not, want not, right? So I'm trying not to be wasteful and just let it sit there. So I'm using it for like bracelet bashes and stuff because those aren't as like, I hope I cut this long enough. I don't know why I don't just cut it up against this board. I'm going to be cutting it close. I'm going to save this one for a shorter, for like a bracelet that doesn't have as bulky of beads in it. Because I am going to do one with just the Hashis, and I have these other, you guys can't see nothing. Hello. Hi, Cindy. Glad you're here. This is the second part of a bracelet bash. I recorded a video last night that has not been posted yet. Okay. Sorry. Love the Nautilus. Remembered we have these. And so this is like the fancy version. I don't know that it's necessarily fancy. It's just going to have a little bit more glitz, a little bit more like, and maybe not even. Maybe it just ends up being this because this is beautiful. So I forgot that we had those too. So those are like perfect. I just wish they were drilled the opposite direction. Because they're drilled that way. I may or may not use those as the center. Anyways, but I want to use these little Hashis, as I've said 30 times now. We've got our beading wire. I'm going to put a clippy on the end so nothing falls off. Okay, so I can't, actually not quite yet, because we've got to design the center of it. So I think we could use one of the birds. Again, same issue, it's drilled the wrong way. You know what? What if we did the elephant with the seashells? Sorry, this was folded, and this fold is driving me bonkers. So after today's show, it will be either stretched or swapped out. Okay, so what if we, this will be different. I'm going to do one that is just that and some like small 4mm mother of pearl that we got with the box. I'm going to pull that out and use that with this. I want to stick to the seashells. The line doesn't necessarily go with the theme. So let's just pull, I don't know, this may just be one of those bracelets, doesn't necessarily need a focal. We could pop one of the coin beads on if we wanted to, or go back to the thought of using the Nautilus coin bead as the center. You're in a funk again? I'm sorry. Okay, so start with the little gold beads on either side. And then we just have to, I just have to decide how I'm going to put these together. If I want like a little bead cap, do I want to do like a grouping of 3? And then another bead. Well, I'll be posting that other video later today. So depending upon how much we get done here, you should have quite a bit of inspiration bracelet wise. And then tomorrow is going to be necklaces. And or today, in case I do it today. Okay, just to keep a little bit of continuity, I think I want to just, again, these corrugated beads are the worst. Unless you can get like straight down off the mat like that, then you're okay. Alright, then we're going to stack 3. Or I'm going to stack 3. You could also do this with silver. You could have taken like one of these shell beads that are larger and just made one of those the focal, and it would have been quite easy. So I'm not going to do the tiny spacer, corrugated spacer, tiny spacer. I want these to look like they could go together, but not like, I don't want them all to be exactly the same. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so we're going to knock this one out. Like I said, ugh, I didn't stab it right. There. It went on and then flipped off. Okay, and then 3 more. Species. And just see, get right off the mat. You're good to go. Okay, seashell. Now I know obviously the Serengeti is not going to, is not exactly beach, but you don't have to stay completely on theme. I have done so throughout this. I've done plenty of like beads that fit perfectly with the theme. So now this is like, hey, let's use some more up. Obviously, I have quite a few. That little bugger. It's like my ear holes. They're not drilled straight. But what a sweet little bracelet that came together because of Mary. That is why I love doing the live videos, because I would have completely forgot. I'm going to put that over. I'm probably going to do another grouping of the hishis at the end if it's necessary. If it's not, then obviously I'm not. But let's get caught up on the other side. And I like that the corrugated spacer is up against the turquoise, and then the little one is on either, if you could see. I apologize. I'm sorry, I was off frame. Hi, Leah! Yes, Leah came in. Okay, hello. Yeah, I would have never thought to place that. Anyways, what I was saying is I'm glad the corrugated is on the inside of here, and the smaller one is butts up to the shell, just because The shell is like dainty, a little bit more dainty. So I just like the way it looks like that. Obviously, if you only wanted to use one spacer, by all means do so. But Leah, we had a casualty. I'm very sad about it. Um, but I need to put up my unboxing too. I already have ideas for 3 of them, but you know, it's the whole, do I want to use them? I got my friend mail from Leah yesterday. It's just, I gotta finish putting your little box together. But yes, one of the pretties was broken. Steve thinks he might be able to glue it back together. It was one of the fertilies. And you'll laugh because in the video, I kept thinking that they weren't drilled because I was holding the fertilies upside down. Like a nincompoop. So, I had a good laugh at myself when I realized that I had done so about halfway through the video. No, these are check glass shells. So they're glass. Oh, wait. Are we talking about something else? If you mean the ones I'm using in this design, these are check glass. I do have plenty of other shell beads that I love using shells in designs. This summer, I've just been caught up in this design series, so I haven't done a lot of. Well, the strawberry soiree is very summery, with like the pinks and the greens I added. It's very summery. Now, somebody yesterday said that, oh, that would be adorable for a child. Hey, now. I would be perfectly happy wearing one of those, wearing the bracelets that I did. So, I don't think they're necessarily just kids bracelets. Alright, let's see where we're at. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Let's bring out the. Let's see where we're at. I might have to take these last. Yeah, I'm gonna have to take the last 2 shell beads off. That's okay. I am okay with that. So we only need to use 2 of them. I'm going to take off the last little spacers as well. Because our. Am I crazy? Man. It's either going to be way too long or not quite long enough. Ooh, fold over clasp time. There we go. That will help because it will be a longer. And I can use one of these for my lobster clasp to join to, and I'll use a little bit larger lobster clasp, and that should give me the rest of the length that I need without having to like completely redesign the entire necklace. And then if it's still too small, I will put extender chain on it, but it should be fine. Also, I mentioned it in the video. You're going to road trip Sunday with your sister. We're driving to Denver. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I said like fold over class. You missed something. Oh, okay. We were sitting here and I was talking, and Mary asked if one of the beads, I can't remember what you asked about, but she asked if something was a seashell, and it wasn't. But I remembered that I had all of these Czech glass shells in a box that I literally found last night. So that's why. That's why she saved me. But also, I found out that the magical crimper that I just got works perfectly fine with. Oh, Heather, you didn't put your clasp or your thing on. With the size 3 crimps. You still get a beautiful round little bead. And I didn't put a silver or a little gold spacer at the end because um, the the crimp will act as the small bead. So this is the size 3 crimp, and I'll show you. Oh, well, I didn't crimp that one right. I just went right over it. Ugh. Truth be told, I'm not sad about wasting some. I will be very happy when I'm done with this wire. Okay. Take 2. You can use these as links. I have these. I have some that just have that are smaller loops, so not really something you'd probably use with the lobster class. But sorry. I should be demonstrating this better. I will on the other side and in other designs. I always think I'm messing something up because it ends up crimping so nicely with hardly any effort. But look, that is a size 3 crimp. And you can see it didn't like buckle out. It made a very nice little bead right there. And it's great. Yes, 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 I can, Cindy. Ugh. Luckily, I still have it up on my computer, so I can do that quickly. All right, there you go, hon. And that's not me being good at technology. That's just because I still had that window pulled up in another window is what I was trying to say there. Okay, our clasp. Go inside the crimp tube, not under or over, please. Okay, not too tight. And crimp. Okay, let's see how long we got. And truth be told, I'm probably not going to use this beetle and wire for the rest of today's designs. There we go, right at 7.25 inches. So I was scared it was going to be too short, but I was able to add the length simply by, if you have any of those fold over clasps, you could use it for this. I'm cheap and want to use some of those double fold over clasps and split them into two separate ones. And this is the perfect thing for it to join into on here. But yes. Yeah, it will. And you didn't get to see the bracelets that I made last night in the other video, but it's easily stacked with some of these that I made last night. So, bracelet number 2. Let's use, I'm getting rid of this. And I'm gonna pull out the other. Well, that's not what I wanted it to do, but that's okay. I'm not going to say it's about all of, like, a whole line of beading wire, but I'm sorry. Softfix is just far and away a better product, in my opinion. It's just a better product. Okay, so now we will get back into the fancy part of it. Now that we've done that, I'm going to pull out some of these coin beads, and we could put some of the seashells in with it, but for this one I'm going to use, I just want to use the these, and I'm gonna mix it with pearls. So we just have to decide what size pearl. If I want to use like these little rice beads, I have larger pearls. I actually, where did I put that jar? I found a whole bunch of pearls the other day. I think these ones will be good. The only problem is some of them are rice and some of them are potato pearls, so I'll just kind of have to watch out for that. And then there's going to be some that just don't go, like this one is too big, this one is bigger, same thing. So this is more than enough rice beads. Now I just need to get the little I'm wondering if I want to grab some of these 8OC beads I have right here. They're just bronze lined clear beads, but they're very pretty and they have like that little sparkle. And then, but I still like to use the little flower bead caps with those. Here. And or the daisy spacers and whatnot. Now, why can I not find those little flower? You need to come off. You are the reason things keep falling. Why can I not find them? Put in here on accident. No, but I did find. Other options. Okay. little gold bead caps. I literally just had them out. I used them yesterday, if you guys all remember that. It happened. I'm not crazy. Well, I might be, but it still happened. Where did I put them? It's fine. We will regroup and rethink the way that we're going to do this. So I'm going to put the pearls off to the side. Sorry, I'm like stuck on where did those go, which is silly. But I just like, those are going to be the perfect they're exactly what this needs, so it's driving me crazy that I don't see them. Let me see if they got put back on the shelf back here. Get them out of the way. Oh, mama. What did I do with them? Just trying to see if I have extra stashed away somewhere. Okay. They're not on there. They're not there. Not on this one. This is all clasps. This is oval bead caps. These are all spacers. I'm not finding the ones that I want, but I did find, like, I got daisy spacers and such that I can use. I can see them in my mind. I know exactly where they are in that little container. They're on the bottom of it. Those are just more of those. Okay. Move it along. Alright, let's see if these will work. We'll just use some of the thicker daisy spacers. Sorry, do you guys ever get stuck like that where you know that you have something and you are, here they are. Okay, found them. How many times did I go around? You guys didn't see, but yes. Hi, Gracia. How are you? Hope you're... Yeah. Thank you, Tina. I found them. Okay, I'm not the only one. I just got stuck because it's exactly, they're like the perfect, they're going to go perfect on these little pearls. So... I'm going to pull some out. This just means obviously, I need to order more because I was running low and that's why I didn't see them. Alright, so for the center of this, we need to decide what we're going to do. I think that one of these would be really pretty as the center, or we just start with our coin beads and go out like that's just a match made in heaven right there. Those shells and these little pearls. Okay, so let's see. What do I wanna? Do we wanna do the? No, we just use the Nautilus beads. Let's go ahead and let's just start with a coin bead. I know that these fit perfectly on the side of the coin bead, as these coins are the same thickness. They're about 4 millimeters thick. Um, so we'll go with that, and then we can add the little teeny tiny spacers next to that. Do a crystal, another gold spacer, a flower bead cap, and a pearl. These are the little rice pearls that I get you guys from Bernie's all the time. So if you run out and you want to get more, let me know. Another crystal, and then we're gonna go back to the coin bead right now. Put another bead cap on, and this will just help you. This is a good example of how to stretch your beads. I could just use one of these as the center. You know what? That's what I'm going to do with this one. I'm going to let this one be the center, and I'm just going to do the pearls, and then we'll do one where the coin bead is the main bead. There are other pearls in here, so I'm just trying to. So on this one, the pearl or the coin bead is the center piece. So, oh, the thing about the magical crimper. Okay, I ordered. Sorry. Okay, hold on. I'm not sure. A few weeks ago, I ordered several different magical crimpers off of Amazon just to compare them and see if I like them, if another version was a better version, things like that. And I ordered 3 different ones, and one of the ones that came that was marked as just a generic one came in a Beadsmith printout as a magical crimper, but the difference is that the jaws, I don't know where the other ones are half the width of the other ones, which means that the divot is right up to the edge, so you don't get like that fluted out look on the top or bottom that you do more with the other ones, because there's nothing there to cause that. So the link that I posted is this one, but when it comes in the mail, it should come in Beadsmith packaging. So that's all that was. I'm also, and then and I am no longer having to use a helper strand. The crimp is complete after 2 squishes. you get a fatter, like, crimp so that it does actually look like a bead. It's kind of more of like a rounded square, instead of like an oval. Okay, I'm sure I'm gonna have to do at least one more pearl, but then we'll cap this side off and go to the other side, catch up, and then see what is left there. But so when I record, I have to hold it at more of an angle, so you guys would see me redo the first crimp, but I wasn't really showing the last crimp because a lot of times it was getting messed up, and so I would just undo it. Okay, since this is going to be our center, I'm going to go ahead and again add a little corrugated spacer on either side just so that it's clear that it's the main character of this bracelet. So just a little bit of extra, and again, this will help you to stretch the beads that you have by using things from your stash, um, spacers, bead caps, um, all the things. Come on, please just go on. The only thing about these corrugated crimps or spacers is that they are hollow. So I'm trying to do it while I'm trying to get used to my progressives is just that much trickier. Come on, I only want to use one of you. Oh my goodness gracious. Come on. Oh my goodness. Why are none of you cooperating? Hollow metal beads are the absolute worst. So we're not going to use the corrugated one. I will just use are these the same size? Yes. I will just use well, that's a pretty big jump from the two. Yeah, that's way too big. I just want a little. Just a little extra razzle dazzle. Let's see what other little things I might have over here, right here. Even if it's just a smaller ball spacer. There's one. There's two. It just won't be that big jump from 2mm to 4mm. There we go. Okay. Move it along. Nothing to see here. This version of them, yes. I'm going to order some more because I like them so much. They are a little bit more expensive. But actually, it was only like $5 more expensive. These are far and away better than the other crimpers. Even the other version of the magical crimpers. They are so easy. I'll show you when I go to crimp again. It's magical. This has that nasty wire on it that I will deal with later and just pick up a different crystal. Yeah, I think had I gotten these, like with one of as my first crimper, I would have never had an issue with them. Because they just crimp so nicely. So I'll show you when I get to the end of it. But yes, I normally wait to like do a review. That's another thing. I have a video showing the whole process of comparing them. I just haven't put it up, and I don't know why, because I need to. Like, I take it where I have them all, like, laid out on the mat, and the camera's, like, just a few inches above my mat. So, I'll... And I thought that their crib tubes were going to work perfectly with it now. And then I had one fail on me, so it just came apart. So Beadalon, or I use Beadalon crimps. Those are my go-to crimps. Because soft lips are just too expensive. But they're almost 50 cents a piece. And I don't know how to... I just can't fathom passing that on at 2.5 times. So charging $1.25 for a crimp, and we all know 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. That, you know, again, you'll have crimps that'll fail and whatnot. So it's just, I'm going to probably have to add another one, which is fine. I surmise that on the other side. Yeah, that's an itty bitty bracelet. So we'll just go ahead and add it on this side. Put another crystal on. I'm going to put another crystal on this side and see where our measurement is. Grab my bracelet mandrel. Yeah, this is still itty bitty. I'm going to add another pearl and another crystal on either side. And then I should be good to go. But I do need... thought I lost these again. Your girl would have had a mental breakdown over here. Ugh. And one more crystal, and then we will see. This is why the beginning of my videos always say entertaining enough. I always add that because it's a never-ending blooper reel over here, but you guys still show up for me, so it helps if you have the measurements on top. Yeah, I'm gonna add one more pearl on either side, and then we can call it done on this bracelet. You guys, I'm sure you guys, some of you know what I mean, but these, getting used to these progressives, like, if by the end of the week I'm still not able to see out of them, then I have to just throw in the towel and go get different ones, because I can't even see to get my wire through a bead and or this bead cap hole, and it's driving me batty, because I would have already had like 3 bracelets finished at this point if I wasn't struggling with these darn lenses the way that I am. Okay, so, and the other thing, Cindy, is you can use, I used the size 3 crimp, and it crimped just fine using, when I was doing a design. So, there's that too. Alright, we need to get a clasp out. Let's do a heart clasp. I'm gonna get an oval jump ring. Those are round ones. Oh, those are gonna be too small. I think I must have taken those out. Okay. And didn't put the largest size back in when I was finished, which sucks, but see, oh, I put a second crimp on and it wasn't necessary. Alrighty, so let me pull Pixie down good and close so you can see what it is I'm doing. Clear away my mat so he's not trying to focus on something other than what I want to show. Okay, I'm actually going to start it on the side that I don't need to. So, there's the crimp. Obviously, I'm just going to go through, pull it down where I want the loop size to be. And then here's the crimpers. See how narrow those are? There's no way to not be centered. There's only one spot to be. And I still go ahead and squish more than I need to. Just because my mind's like, surely that couldn't have been enough. But see how you get an actual, like, nice round bead? I don't have to use a helper strand anymore. It's just, um, like, perfect. I, it's just, I don't have to redo crimps much. I know I did earlier in this video, but that was more about the wire than it was about my crimping technique. It was just, yeah. I like their 49 strand, like, wire, but for everyday, like, crimping and such, that's a tad bit too tight, so we'll just scooch that up. Yep. Go in with my crimper, squish, and it's finished. 2 squishes. All it took. 1, 2. I don't know why I can only find these under that link, that generic link, but it is the only place I can find them. But they're just far and away a better product. And they're under their barrels have the exact same patent number on both of them. Oops. That wasn't quite. There we go. So I don't know. Like I said, I'm going to order at least 1 more pair. If not 2, just to have in my stash. Because I just, yeah, I like having them. Okay, let's see. We are at just over an hour. Let's see if we can't jam this up a little bit more. Get some more coffee in my system. Wake up a bit. I'm trying to see where I put those. They'll be in the other video I record today. I'm trying to get a couple, like, put up so that I have them in case there are days that I'm just not up to it. I almost just posted it. Okay. Let's go ahead. We're going to pull out these 6x4 faceted garnet beads, and I'm going to put those with some of the tube beads in the leopard skin jasper, and or maybe I want to use the 6. Forgot about those. No, let's do the 6mm actually with the garnets. And if it's too size on sides, we can do it. And actually, how about this? How about we do a double stranded piece? I don't do them often because I just don't. I like stacking pieces. No, I'm going to do that one when I'm recording and not having problems seeing. But let's go ahead and pull those out for now. And then for the center, let's use, not that it needs it, but maybe this will just be a stacking bracelet and we'll just use like a really nice, do I have any faceted ones? I know I do. we're going to pull out one of these bad boys, which are some little beads that I found hidden in the back room, and they have the burgundy flex through them, so they're terminated quartz, and or they are just like the black strawberry. I always get a different answer on beads. Let's go ahead and use that puppy because she's pretty. Let's find the spinel spacer beads. I have very those shell beads later. Where did I put the one with my spinel spacers? Okay, we might be using facet hematite squares instead, because I don't see the right container, and I don't want to keep looking. So, are these cubes? Yes. Are they? Kind of. Okay, so these are hematite spacers, which on their side it's hard to see. But you see how they kind of go from like a rosy pink to like a coppery and a gold mix. I think these will be perfect to go in between all the things. Like I said, we're going to use the garnets. I want to use that as the center. And then we'll use those spacers. So what type of bead cap do I want to a bead cap on this center one? Hi, Delon. I'm sorry. I didn't see you. Hello, hello. I'm sorry. Did I miss a whole bunch of stuff when I was looking? Yeah, I'm gonna have to pop on back. I apologize. I swear I wasn't trying to overlook anybody. I was just trying to... I got stuck earlier, and now I feel like I'm playing catch up. Okay, so right there is the right length. Put our little happy crimpy on there. I'm not sure that I do want to put... If I knew where my gunmetal box was, I would definitely put it on. But if we gotta do... I've got plenty of silver ones. Are these too small? Let's see. Oh no, I like that. Okay, so those are what we're going to use. for either side. We'll just use 2 of those. They're not going to take attention away from the center bead. They're just going to be the frame around the picture. Alright, so there's the center. I'm going to put the other side on. Then I'm going to do one of these. And hopefully, if I need to switch to 8mm, is that way too different in size, guys? If I do the garnet first, and then I do one of these, maybe. Let's start with one and see what that looks like. I have a little oh no, I like that. Oh, lemon curd. Who's making lemon curd? Yeah, I think it's scrumptious, Mary, I agree. I didn't think that it looked too big once I put that on. It was like that's exactly what was supposed to be there. Yes, I have never tasted something that was quote unquote too sour for me. One Mother's Day when my youngest was like 12 years old, or maybe he was 14, somewhere. He was an early teen. And he made this triple berry syrup that I mean, as Steve said, it got his twangers twanging. It was absolutely delicious. So, we actually got some strawberries, and I might be making that. But also as kind of like a jam. I cannot wait to make a necklace to go with this bracelet, you guys. I'm like obsessed. It's so simple, but so like, oh my god. Oh, and my key lime pie recipe, I have a really good one. And I use brown sugar in my graham cracker crust. I'm gonna tell you, I do wish I knew where my little 2mm spinel beads were, because the spinel on either side of this like pinkier coppery spacer would just be scrumptious. So I've gotta figure that out. I've said that like 3 times now. Why is scrumptious all of a sudden my like word? Sorry. It's alright. I'd rather be weird than normal. That has a very little hole in it. Alright, we're gonna crimp off this side. Put some beads on the other side. I could have also nope, I don't like the way it looks with 2. If, like I said, if I had the itty bitty black spinel beads to go on either side of these, those would be a beautiful spacer. So I will definitely be doing that at some point in time. Just apparently not today. love these little irregular, they're not like perfectly shaped. I don't know how to explain it. They're hand faceted, so. Oh, I'm loving this. Thank you, Mary. I'm quite pleased with it myself. I may have to hunt those down and do a bracelet that's just the garnet and the spinel to go with this, because I think it could be a gorgeous stacker for this, but also just to have in your jewelry box as like can go with everything, can take you from 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That can take your jeans and a t-shirt date night outfit up a notch. Okay, so let's see where we're at. I'm confident we will have to do more. Yeah. So because I like to have odd numbers, I'm hoping that this will be good with a 7th bead and not be too long. 6, 7, yeah. Which will probably make me have an uneven garnet, but I don't know. See how they're different? Like that one's larger than the rest. They're not all perfect, but I would, like I said, I'd rather be weird than normal. These holes, though. There we go. One more. And then we will check our length and attach our clasp. Yep, those are even. Grab our bracelet mandrel. We're right at 6 inches there, so we'll just do a more conservative, like, I think I might even use a copper clasp, but they are smaller. Copper rose golds, I don't. But I do have these closed jump rings, so that I don't have to worry about anything falling out. Now I just have to find clasps in here. They're right here. Now, these little things come with the traditional like clasp. I'm going to use the closed loop because it's bigger, but I do save those because you just never know. I don't know, I might turn them into a chain or something. I don't know why I pulled out 2 of these, but clasp side. And go through there. What's the goal anyways? Okay, grab the crimpers. I hope I wasn't off. I forgot to pick the camera back up, guys. Sorry. I think I mucked that crimp up. I did. I have enough to redo it, so I'm going to. I tried to do it at an angle, or not at an angle, but also not straight for me, so it just kind of went off. What happened to my other crimp? Oh, it's right there. Okay. Clasp. Okay. There we go. Crimp, closed loop. And you can find these on Amazon, you guys. You just, if you're having problems finding them under like closed jump ring, you can look them up as a solder jump ring is another way to find it. Okay, so pop this up. Yeah, I don't know what normal is anymore. I don't, but so we're at 7 1/4. Not bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ooh, I ended up with 7 garnets too. So there we go. And because we have a center one, it still remains a completely odd number. Okay, so I'm gonna pull this up just a smidge because I'm not sure. I don't want to come up too far. All right, do we have time for another bracelet? If we end this here, I'm gonna keep making them in a video. So it's completely up to you guys. If you're good to just keep going, that's fine. Hello, Lynn. But if you guys are down, are you having fun with your grandbabies? Oh, just thinking about it makes me jealous. Oh, there you go, Mary. That's awesome. Do you do tarot cards? I would love to have my tarot cards read. I don't know if you can do that virtually, but that would be amazing if you could. Okay, nobody has said they don't want to, so I will go ahead and go. This is the second bracelet bash that I'm doing with the beads. I made some in a video, and then, and not that you can see my mat now because I put it up. That would be amazing, Mary. I would love that. So, last night I made these bracelets. And then so far today I've made these 3. So we're just doing a big old bracelet bash that can all be stacked together. And like I said, I will probably off camera do an entire bracelet of just these little spacers and some of the garnets, especially if I can find. I do have these 2, and if not these, I have the darker coppery colored beads as well. That could also look nice. Alright. Oh, and I didn't show you guys the earrings. I made these earrings too. To go with the collection. I forgot I had those. I have these little charms too that are like a rose gold. Alright, on to the next. What was the other thing I wanted to do? More coffee. That's a must. I found the flat onyx beads. Now, if I had the faceted ones, you would be able to see a design right away that could be masculine or feminine. Again, I would absolutely wear every single one of the things I made in the men's thing. Sorry, I'm just standing up to see if I see where I set them. The thing is like I gave myself a little box and said, this is you can't bring anything else over here because it will get overwhelming, and now I just don't know what I even did with that box. But I'm pretty darn sure it had those faceted beads in it, so man, oh man, I'll find them. I also just found these. I'm not quite sure what these were. These may have been from our original box, which if it is, I should have more of those, but that's necklace. We are not moving on to the necklace. That will be a different video after I'm finished with this one. Memory issues suck. So if there's somebody in your life that is dealing with medical or memory issues, please show them grace. It gets very frustrating, and if they get upset or you're not sure or you feel like it's getting taken out on you, it's not the intention and it's not the person you love. It's just purely frustration, and that's it. Okay, I do want to do some of these sparklies. with the garnets because I think that will be beautiful. I could do the garnets. What do I want to do? I just did those. So, no, Heather, you already did those. No. I have the other beads from the little bundle. Where is that? But let me see, because I know there's other stuff in that I could create with. There is some of the strawberry links that I can pull out and put on a bracelet. Let's do this. Let's do... Let's do a handshake. And we're going to do it... Oh, this is going to be so much fun. Okay, I'm pulling out two options, but I have a clear favorite as to which one I would like to use. I would have to use one of the little links though. So I need to find that. I want to use the link and attach it to this chain because I think that would look so pretty at the top of your hand, and then just use regular chain to go around the finger. But I want to put like one of the links in here. That would be very pretty. So let's all cross our fingers that Heather can remember where those are. They should be right here. Or are these all charms and not in it? These are all charms. The various boxes. Okay, there's those. That one might have to be a to be continued. This is getting frustrating. Or no, I don't want to do it as a cherry. I will find the links and I will do a video with this because I think that would be very, very pretty. Your memory is going, oh, yeah. Absolutely. Obviously, I would absolutely allow you to do so. Okay. Oh no. I'm sorry. Okay, yes, this is definitely coming, you guys. I just need to find the links and not the charms because obviously I need the links, and then I have the rose gold just like little chain that we will use, like I said, for around the finger. And then I will just do, it'll come down, and then I'll probably do the leaves all around the wrist because I think that will be gorgeous and kind of look like a little vine or something. I think it will be beautiful. If the lampwork beads weren't quite so big, I would absolutely use those, but they're just a little too big and bulky for the look I would want. So let's maybe we Ooh, that's pretty. Okay, we're going to do another Nautilus, but we're going to do it with the Tiger Cherry Quartz. And let me see if my anti-copper, no, I want anti-copper. Okay, and we'll use these. I have the two different colors. Do you think the clear with copper line goes better, or should I use the opaque copper colored one to go in between the Tiger Cherry Quartz? While you're deciding, I'm going to cut a piece of wire. And I really do value your guys' input. I really do. If I had something, and I've done it, you know, where all of a sudden an idea just like comes and it's not what one of you suggested, but it's what came. So if I had it already figured out in my mind, it would be good. Another thing that would be pretty. Just one of those days, I guess. I'm trying to think of what. Not bad. I wish I had just like a really simple center, like I'm trying to see, because I think that that could be pretty, don't you think? Hi Beth. Opaque. Either could be good. How are you feeling, Beth? Okay, so I want to put this at the center. Let me get this, some of this off of my desk, so I don't keep knocking it over, but also so that I don't keep going squirrel. Okay, that's for later. Alrighty. So maybe we'll switch between them. Okay, I want a little gold bead cap. That will still go with the copper because it's such a light gold. And then let's do opaque, copper, opaque, and then put one of our little faceted guys on. And then we'll switch it up. for the next one and pop another one on. And then when I get a little bit further down, then I will add the other little seashell on. As long as it doesn't look too big. I'm actually not loving that. It might just be too small altogether. So let me try these 8/0s instead and just not put oh, that's a gold one, not an 8/0. And if anybody has to go, that's perfectly fine. This is running long, and I'm fully aware of that. I know you all have other things to do in your life that does not involve just sitting here watching me make a gazillion bracelets. Oh, I did too clear in a row. I don't want that. It may just be the bead that's not working for me, not the, yeah, I think I would rather, let me see how this looks with like 6mm. Leopard skin jasper instead. Yeah, that's much better. Okay, that's what we're gonna do instead of these tiger cherry quartz. So let's put these back where they go. Let's see what happened. Yeah, I don't know that Beth is in here. I don't see a message from her. If she is, I hope you're feeling better. Well, there you go. Okay, well, then I will stick around for you, Cindy, without a moment's hesitation. And Lynn, all of you. Especially since I just figured out the pattern after all of that. I don't think I like the 4mm cherry quartz. So I would either need to do those or, yeah, I think I'm just gonna keep it simple with the leopard skin jasper. Doesn't have to be complicated to be pretty. I think it might be the center that I'm not loving. So I keep trying to change it in the hopes that I'll like it, and I'm not, and it's this that's bothering me, not any of the other beads. So I'm going to go ahead and string this one up just like this. It can be a stacker amongst all of the other like pretty bracelets. This one can just be a very simple stacker. I'm trying to stay under the camera here. I had it zoomed in for the magical crimper. I was showing the difference. And I'm kind of picking the darker ones out because they have the darker copper tones to them. So it's just making what I am coining as a stacker bracelet. Don't need, not all bracelets need to have a focal anyways. So at least not in my opinion, but yes. I love the leopard skin jasper. I have a bunch, so I can send you some with your box, because we discovered that, which we already thought, but there's a base price that they're going to charge no matter the size or weight of your box, and then just the weight changes. So my hubby just said we're gonna make it count. He's so cute. And who knows, I had fun with that, so we may have more like spontaneous giveaways like that for those of you who, you know, show up every single day not expecting to get anything other than maybe a little inspiration. But yeah, I don't think that they all need to have. Sometimes you just need that piece that you want to, that you can put on with any number of items from your jewelry box. Though sometimes the holes are a little hard to find, but that just shows that you have good ocular presence in the beads. What are some of your favorite colors, Mary? Oh, thank you. That's why I'm insisting on you getting your prize. Tina, has your leather come yet? Or not Tina, I'm sorry. Tina's leather did get there. Because I sent her some. Leah, did your leather get there yet? If you're still here. Which you may be, just like hide in the background. Working on something. There are days that sometimes I want to just want to watch a video or listen to a video as I work. There goes Shiloh. She's in the water world. Alright, let's see where I'm at. We're right at 6. So let's go ahead and flip one end off, grab some copper crimps. These little tab things are just ridiculously hard to get clasps into. So, like I said, I might change that. I might like link them into a chain, but I'm not going to use that as part of a class. The copper jump ring is small enough on its own. Did I put one on already? Yes, you did. Let's start with the loop. I love using the closed loops. I just need to order more. They're just so much easier when it comes to everything. You don't have to worry about the jump rings. They're great for goddess bracelets. There we go. I try not to think about the fact that some of you guys watch me on TVs because I know how big TVs are nowadays and they're not necessarily expensive to get a large TV, so I just pretend that you are all watching me on the littlest, not the littlest screen, but you know what I mean. There we go. Squish, turn, squish, and done. Another bracelet, and it's right at 6 3/4. So there's that one. Let's do, what do we want to do next? I've got the garnet one that I'm going to do eventually. I would, let's see here. I had other ideas. I just have to, I was going to do, oh yeah, let's do that. Hold on. Yeah, I'm just looking for something real quick. There it is. Let's see, let's see. What else do we have over here that I could match something from? I'm looking for some black crystals to go with. Let's see here. Those will make a good stretch bracelet. I need to get all of these like pulled off and put back together. And actually have some semblance of order amongst them, because right now they were all just kind of popped up here to get out of the way and then kind of forgotten about. And there are, these are all onyx beads. Alright, we're going to do a stretch bracelet really quick. I'm trying not to leave everything out the whole time. That way I can kind of stay a little bit more organized. I know that I want to do something with these lighter ones, maybe with the shell. Yeah, that might work. Alright, we also maybe we'll do like like a big chunky one with some 8mm. I have these gray crystals that could be cool with some. That was just an empty container, thank goodness. I'm trying to decide between 8mm and 10mm. I think I'm going to use the rest of my 10mm for a necklace idea, but I have a ton of these 8mm. Now, these ones aren't as good of quality. You can see they're just a little bit more muddied, so I'm going to be picky and pull out the quote-unquote good ones real quick. And we will just pop these. I don't know what the puppies are barking at. But they're arguing about something. Goodness. Okay. And then this one will just be, not just be, this will be an easy on bracelet. So. Wait, maybe I should be, it'll be okay. Alright, I'm pulling out, mine is 0.7mm stretch cord. I don't know the brand. I got it as a set along several years ago, as like 3 different sizes. I'm just stretching out my cord now that you guys can really see it. Okay. Then I'm gonna grab one of my little scraps here. To turn into a needle of sorts, which I'm gonna do just by folding it in half and then kind of forcing the, I should probably use my crimpers, they won't trim like that if I do. I'm just going in and like forcing a point on this so that it stays together. And then I do just like a little slip knot at the end so things don't fall off as I'm stringing. I need some kind of metal in it though that I can slide the knot into. So let's see what we have here that will hold. These are pretty. Just pull out some of these little metal spacers and I'll just make sure that my knot is right by one of these spacers so that once I tie it off and glue it, I can pull it into that bead. And like I said, I want to pull out some of these gray crystals, and this is just going to be an easy peasy bracelet that's just to like, I don't know, throw it on. Sometimes you want a little chunky, you're going for a chunky look. Okay, so I might as well start with this. so that it will definitely be by the knot. Pull that down. Pull one of our gray crystals that needs something between it. Or these crystals are just too big, which is fine because I have smaller gray crystals right here actually. I also have some that are slightly bigger than these. Haha! Oh, I'm such a happy, happy girl. Okay. I found my spinel. So, now I have an idea. Alright, so we're going to go with the smaller gray crystal in between these larger ones. I really wish I knew where my gunmetal bead caps were. Why does my needle keep pulling out? Okay. And then I'm going to go back to the leopard skin jasper. And then I'm going to do another spacer bead. And that very simply will be the pattern for the bracelet. I can obviously pull down more beads if necessary. But that one just did not want to go on for some reason. That little crystal. I don't know, I think the crystal is too light colored. It's not the look I want. Ugh, I just don't know if these little Heishies will fit on the elastic cord. Let me see though, because these would be gorgeous. I have large black spinel somewhere in bead form, but okay. I just double strand my stretch bracelets typically. And so I don't want it to be, see how it won't go on? The hole isn't big enough. Put those back so I don't lose them. Yes. I have like every size in here, guys, so sorry about this. I'm going to pull out the little... This is what I needed. Yes, yes, yes. This is probably way more than I will need, but I don't want to have to pull out the jar to fish for more later, so. Okay, pick up the big onyx. This is exactly what I needed. These are beautiful. Those are going to get used in a necklace. Here we go, here we go, here we go. This is better. These crystals can get put back too, because now I have the onyx. And what I want to do will fit. Creativity triumphs. Even when it's a mess you've created yourself, right? I hope you've all been chatting while your girl over here has been trying to figure this out. And I don't think I'm going to make this a stretch bracelet because now I have a different vision in my mind. We will make stretch bracelets eventually, but I have like an idea in my mind right now, so I want to do that while it's fresh. Oh, that's too short. I know that I have some garnet. Is that cord? Yeah, that's cord. It's okay. This is going to be cool. I'm excited now. The reason I can't do it on a stretch bracelet is because, oh yeah, this is slowly resembling, I know I need to get, I have to get all cleared off again after I'm done, but yes, I have what I lovingly refer to as bead FOMO. If I don't try every possible option, I'm gonna miss the best one. Or that's what my mind tells me. Not necessarily true, but that's what's in my head all the time. So I'm like, nope, I have to try this and this and this and this and this. Oh, that didn't work? Well, maybe this will work. Or that. Or this or that or this or that. Yes. This is why when I'm creating off camera, I just have my music going. Because it filters my creativity. Anyways, I want to use these gunmetal bead caps, and ridiculously so, there are two sizes in here. They were separated at one time and then something happened. And they no longer are. But these obviously would not go on stretch cord very easily, and I don't really like to use bead caps that have a smaller hole on the stretch bracelet anyways, because it's still metal on a piece of elastic, so I don't like that. But okay, I want to do a chunky center too. maybe just that, and put one of the onyx in the middle. I don't know where that lid is, and I'm nervous now. Okay, so if I put this on, okay, and then I just have to get the onyx perfectly lined up, which is going to be difficult. Okay, I got it through 2 holes. Come on, go in that last one. Oh my goodness. Just yeah, that other side was a little off. Okay, so now we just gotta get back in the onyx bead. Nope. Ugh. It's gonna make me do it the difficult way. I have to pull that out, put the onyx bead on, and then you just slowly pull the cord back out and start hunting for the hole on the other side. It looks lined up to me, but apparently it's not. Oh, got it. Okay, that's gonna be pretty. Oh, look at it wink up at you guys. Oh, that's gonna be pretty. Okay. Okay. I'm excited. I also like to, do a little victory dance after getting this where I wanted it. Now, these are going to be the tricky part of the whole bracelet. Wait, why am I using these? I have the black onyx. Okay, I'm just going to use the spinel right up against here to create some space before I put my first bead cap on. And this jar apparently has multiple sizes in it. Because I'm seeing the real itty bitty ones. Okay, no more of those. Where's the lid? Okay, so we have that, and now we can go down to these and figure out where is what. Alright, that's a big one. Let's go on. Like so. Where does this want to go? Bump. Because I could put the bead cap on all of the beads, but I don't know that it's necessarily needed, especially because I love the way, you guys aren't seeing it. Hold on, let me bring it down closer. Because hold on. I just got to get some of this off my desk because it is a little bit much and it's stressing me out. I never even made the other Australian zebra jasper bracelet, so once we finish this one, we could also do that. Okay, there we go. Now we need to go back to the bead cups. That is one of the bigger ones. So, wrong way. And then grab another leopard skin jasper in the 8mm. Yes, I'm so excited. I can't wait to see it. Hi, Bethy. How are you feeling? Yeah, I know. Because we were all just hanging out. And I asked, and they were like, yeah, keep going. So I was going to be making bracelets regardless. So people can just pop in and out as I go along. I would not. Oh, I forgot to put you guys back down to the mat. I would not have thought that little seed bead would add exactly what I needed from it, but it is. So I'm happy because it's like the perfect little itty bitty bit of separation between the beads that is needed. So I was gonna see if you were up to talk later, Beth. But there it is. That took a while. Man, I love this leopard skin jasper. I wish, which you know is a little ridiculous, but I wish that every bargain bead box inspired me as much as that box has. It's just been such a treat to design with. I have absolutely loved doing so. Um, yeah. I'm not saying that I didn't like the next month, obviously, but I pulled it in so that I could take it out of strawberry shortcake land and bring it, you know, it's working to be put in between and like sprinkle it in amongst other things, but I do find myself just coming back to the beads from the value bundle, the companion bundle, like all of those over and over again because I'm just having so much fun designing with it. So, is it silly that I don't enter the design challenges on their Facebook page? I don't know. I don't know why, but it kind of makes me feel like it's I don't know, cheating because I have a channel. I, I don't know. It's probably silly, but I did have some designs that I am very, like, I love putting together, but yeah. Who is Janet and Joyce? Hi, Linda. Okay, I missed something, Bethy. All right, Mary. Delon went back to sleep. Yes, yes, yes. I'm not checking my messages or posts. You're not ignoring anyone. Yes. Mm. Oh. Yeah, well, they left their 3 dogs with you right after surgery. Because that makes sense. I'm not going to say anything about it because I won't be able to stop saying something about it right now. So I'm going to leave that alone, Beth. We just we just need you to work on your self-love so that you know what you should be getting from others. Oh my goodness gracious. My point is they shouldn't be there at all. None of them. Two-legged or four-legged. You're you just had surgery. Okay. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. I put a fifth one over there. I don't think I'm going to need it. Well, maybe. So I'm right at 6 inches with the fifth on. So I could add one more on the opposite side. Thank you, and I like it too. I'll show off the other ones I've already made for those of you who just joined us. I made some last night, and then I've made several today. The video for last night hasn't been published yet, Um, I recorded it. I gotta download it and upload it and all the things. As well as my unboxing of my friend mail. Okay. Let's see where we're at now. I'm at 6.5 without a clasp on. Let's see here. If I had started with the black, it would be perfect. Maybe this one will just be for customers with a larger bracelet. I have not. I didn't check my expected delivery yet. Yeah, this might just be for people with slightly larger wrists. So I don't even know if the label has been created, scanned, whatever. Let me see real quick. Yeah, I don't even have it. I don't have it. It's not even showing up on my informed delivery yet. So, alrighty. Let's grab this little guy. The closed jump ring. Grab my magical crimper, stick it right in there, turn, squish. The ring is in my way. There we go, all done. This new crimper, my goodness, I just love it. I'm definitely going to need to go online and order 1 or 2 more just to have in my stash, because no helper strand needed. Where did my clasp go? Nothing. It's perfect. And other than when I mess it up and I do something wrong, it works every time. And then another good, make sure this works. It does indeed work. Let's stick it on. Betty, if you've missed us talking about this crimper, it's crazy easy. I had no resistance. I'm just so used to having to squish my crimp so much that I've got to get that muscle memory fixed because it's no longer necessary. Okay, when all is said and done, it is 7.5 inches, so it's not like huge. But look at the sparkles. I found some gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous ribbon that's like this color, and it's like 1/4 inch thick. That would make an amazing choker. Just do like a um, lark's head knot with it on either side of one of these and just tie it back. It would be beautiful. Beth, it's made by Beadsmith, but it comes up as a company called Generic. I'm looking for my old one so I can show you. The barrel is literally half the size. So there is no like having to center it because the hole is the center. Like you don't go anywhere else after this. So um I I ordered some to see that it all came up under Magical Crimper on Amazon, and I ordered 3 of them, and this was one of the 3. The other ones just had like longer handles, but were basically the same thing. Now, the patent number on the crimper is the exact same as the one on my other ones, and it's just night and day. I squish it 2 times and I'm done. Here, let me see if it's still. There's the link for it. You have one that came from Beetle and it's just like this. Yeah. Beadsmith does have the patent for the original design. But, like I said, the barrel is half the size. Where is it? I had it out because I was showing somebody else. Otherwise, it was just sitting on my desk. Where did it go? I'll have to find it later. But it makes clear, concise little beads that actually look like beads. Like, that's a crimp. That's not a bead. They're just so much prettier. I don't know how, but this bracelet got a bead cap on it. That's not supposed to be there, so we'll be cutting that off. I don't know what. I'm glad that I saw it though, because it's kind of scratchy. Goodness gracious. Will you come off now? Oh, these damn progressive lenses are driving me crazy. I'll have Steve finish cutting it off. But you just get, it looks like a bead. It looks like the seed bead on the other side. It's just so much prettier. This one is great. Okay, so just to give those who just came in, last night I did 4 bracelets, which were these ones, I believe. So I did this one with the leopard skin jasper tube and the strawberry quartz, and I just did a pattern with 3 light, 1 dark, 3 light, 1 dark. So there's that one, but look at how great that goes together. perfectly. Can stack together. Look at how nice it goes with that one. Or that one. And if you really want to get, you can also mix in the turquoise ones. And they go together great. So I made this one, um, that one, and this one last night. And then today I made this one, this one. These are the crystals that came in the box. And then the elephant skin jasper. These are beautiful. I have a very small number of these. But yeah, and then I made that one, and this is just a stacker one. So, but like, look, you can stack those together. If you want to throw on the turquoise, it goes too. Strawberry quartz, they just, so yes, I've been here a while, so that's why I keep telling people, if you have to get on with your day, I completely understand. Please go. But there are others that are sitting there beading that just want to have a friend along. So that's why I'm still live. Although this bead mat is driving me crazy because it has this crease right here. And you know your girl's a princess in the pea, Steve will tell you. Even though I'm not touching it, it's still annoying me. Ugh, this is one. Necklace from earlier. I can't wait to pull out this full collection, you guys. You're not gonna. Ugh. I also made these earrings to go with the bracelet last night. Okay. So I have these pearls and I have these check glass that are the light. They look like the very light strawberry quartz to me. So I think these with some of the spinels and the strawberry quartz could be very pretty. I may just do a stacker with this and these pearls maybe. They go together beautifully. I just want to be able to tie them back. They don't all have to be perfect, but I just think that they look really good together. I actually should be drinking some water. This is another one that I made earlier on. Which also goes with all of them. Okay, so now we have the spinel, but they have little teeny tiny holes. I still do have more of the Heishis. I thought I did it. Oh yeah, this is the Heishi one. Okay. I still have, I don't like these facing this way. So these are going to have to go on a necklace of some kind. But I do have the ones with the bigger hole that will go on a, that will go on leather. But I don't want to go there quite yet. I'm like trying to figure out, because even these would be beautiful, just beautiful little stackers. Do you guys think that the Australian, oh my goodness, what, zebra jasper would work with the purple? Or should I just do a really simple bracelet using these and these with maybe the like gold beads in between? Or I could do the bronze seed beads in between. I could also do the copper. Let's put those aside for right now. I'm going to grab out some more wire. I think the coppery, I think the copper will look good with the leopard skin jasper, the little seed beads. So we could just take this and put one of the turbine beads, or whatever these things are called. Bumpy spacers, I don't know. They different vendors call them different things. So if we go there, and then we do no, that's not. And then we just add the zebra jasper. And then we do, and we pull out some more of those. Okay, there we go. And just do the copper. Is it okay that does it need like actual metal on it? Sorry. This is what it's looking like. And it's falling a little flat for me. So maybe do the copper seed beads, or we could, oh, here, what if we do this? Okay, so does it need more sparkle, or do you like that together? The bronze with that, with the opaque copper. I also have the crystal copper one. I just wasn't sure. Here, I'll just put it on so you can see what it would look like. So this would be, it would have both copper and bronze, clear lined. Oh, sorry. I don't like that. Hi Tina, hi Sid. Yeah, I think I like it with the opaque. So this will string up very quickly. I hope somebody's getting some inspiration. I need to find some like actual copper bead caps, not, or some rose gold that are really simple. But the last time I tried to do that, I got something that just looked like gold. I wish I had. This is pretty. I just. Oh, gracious, come on. everything aside, and now I can't. It's not my favorite. I think that if I do this instead, I might like it more. Because it'll give me that added sparkle that I'm wanting. So then we would just put a crystal on. Copper, bronze, copper. I like this better. What do you guys think? I just like the added glitz. It's exactly like what pearl. No. Okay. And then I can stack really pretty with the pearl bracelet. I think this is more what I was wanting with the crystal. I just think it's pretty. I could just use the copper with the crystal. It's so pretty. How many coin beads do I have left? Because that would be really pretty. I just need to make sure I have enough to do the entire. You're just searching for beads. That sounds like my everyday activity. I was going nuts the whole beginning part of this video because I could not find the spinel and it was driving me absolutely crazy. I'm hoping, I think I'll have enough of these to do the full bracelet. Because I'm trying to spread the beads out a little. I also would not be upset if I just got like one or two left over that I could do a really simple necklace with. That would be pretty. Okay, there we go, there. Two. Another bead. Ah. So pretty, but I think I'm off camera. There we go. Now you should be able to see what I'm doing. I also like to shop my mat, or at least that's what I call it when I'm getting to like the end of a design, just so that I have less to pick up afterwards rather than just dumping out more beads. So I have several pieces with these that I did at the beginning when I didn't have the other beads. So I have them in those too. I actually took one of the designs apart because I wasn't happy with it, and it was it would have stuck out like a sore thumb in the collection, because although they're not, you know, all exactly the same, I still, like, they don't all have to go together. A collection isn't just like all one color, one, I don't, flavor. I know that's not the right word. Okay, come on, I need like 3 more of yous because I do not see the bottle with those beads. Found them. I just love these seed beads. I'm gonna have to go to Bernie's shop and write down the color. That way, if any of you guys are vibing with it as well, and if you'd like the clear copper lined, I can get the numbers for you, or I can just get the beads for you. Either way. Okay, I think we're gonna have just enough of these. And then we'll end up with the crystal, see where our length is sitting, and choose our class. Okay, crystal, and done. Alright, let's check our length. So we're right at 6 1/4 inches, so that'll be perfect. Okay, the clasp is good. We need some more crimps. I swear I'm gonna have to go have my eyes checked again, because right now my mat just looks like a flurry of like ants on a picnic blanket almost, and it's driving me absolutely crazy. Oops. More little clasp. Put that on, pull it down. Grab my crimpers. One squish. Tell you what, I'm grateful to have this crimper right now with my eyes being the mess they are. At least this is going well. And if it's not, please don't tell me, because I'll cry. No, it's going well. And I'll have enough left over on here that I can easily use it to make earrings or something like that. But it will go into my scraps. Okay, not too tight. That's a bit too tight. smidge more room there. Crimp, crimp. Okay. Finished bracelet size is right at 7 inches. So there's another one. I can keep going. It's completely up to you guys. This is just like turning into quite the um, marathon here. Because we've now made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 bracelets, 4 of which were done last in the video I'll be posting later today, 6 that we made today, all one-of-a-kind designs, all for sale if you're so inclined. But, like I said, I'm going to keep beading regardless, but we are at like 3 hours now, so, I might have to take a little break and switch to necklaces. So, let's just turn up, as Rosanna likes to say. And, yeah, I'm excited I got a bunch done, so I need to get them photographed and posted, which is the part that I always forget to do. But, yeah, I hope that you guys did get inspired. I hope that you like some of the designs, even if you don't have the same beads. Hopefully it just gave you, like, I don't know, the push needed to maybe put beads together that you weren't comfortable doing. Well, no, I haven't. That's what I need to do. See that? I haven't eaten yet today, so I need to go get a little something. Steve left some chicken salad, and I'm loving those Triscuit Thins. They are very good. I like sour cream and onion and the garlic and I don't remember what the other one is. Garlic and Parmesan. Those are my favorite. They're delicious with chicken salad and tuna salad on them. They're really good. So, and they're not bad for you, which is a good thing. So, like I said, I'm going to post those videos later today, and then I'm going to be doing little ones. But yes, how much do you sell your bracelets for? It depends on the bracelet and what I've used. A lot of these would probably be like the garnet one with this one. This is like a $25 bracelet by itself. The rest of them would probably be, I don't know, between, I don't know, this is the part I'm not good at, and this is why I haven't put my beads for sale, because I'm like, is that too much? Is it not enough? Is it, I need to get better about that, but I would say they'd be about $15. Yeah, probably $15. Like I said, some of them that are more expensive on the higher end, the one with the black onyx and the octagon center and stuff like those ones might be a tad more expensive, but Yeah, I'd say around $15. So yeah, I need to get this collection all together, and then I'm probably going to do a sale, and also need to get the rest of the golem beads that were bid on, and then they weren't, the sale did not complete, so I've got some of those that need to go on. But it's just like a lot of this stuff did come from the bargain bead boxes, which did cost me money, but they're not atrocious. So I have them, but yeah, I just made the class for the knotted necklace I need to make. Well, there you go. What is in a chicken salad? So it is just like rotisserie chicken, like shredded. And then it has like celery and mayonnaise. We use like a garlic aioli, some chives or green onions. If you're not a mayonnaise person, you could use Greek yogurt. And then we put like garlic and Parmesan cheese, sometimes olives. Sometimes we put craisins in it, Granny Smith apples, stuff like that. You just put in the little different things that you like. I really like Granny Smith apples and chicken. It's one of my favorite sausages that we get from Costco. The chicken and apple. But yeah, it's good. What do you call a chicken salad? I'm so curious about what people in different parts of the world call different things. And then tuna salad's the same thing. You can put in some hard-boiled egg, you know, stuff like that. You're having tomato soup with fishy. I always have tomato soup with grilled cheese sandwiches. I'm so happy I found the onyx and the spinel because the necklaces shall be coming. I'm waiting for Linda's answer though, because now I'm curious. I gotta know what they call a chicken salad. I also want to finish this necklace, this abalone necklace that I glued some of the really dark cranberry pomegranate red pearls into, but I need to take like a, you know, the little blades that to the back to get some of this glue off. But that'll make a pretty pendant. Okay. Egg can be made as a complete meal on a plate. Chicken, tomato, cucumber, lettuce, etc. Or all those ingredients put on a sandwich. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can put it on a salad. Absolutely. You can do that with chicken salad too. But you can also just eat the meat part of it itself. So it's not that different. We just, or at least I just don't always put the chicken salad part on lettuce. But yeah, not mixed with mayo. There you go. Yes, a garden salad with chicken. There you go, Leah. Yeah. All right, ladies. Love y'all. Got to get this mess cleaned up so I can go clear my thought, get a little something to eat, and then get back at this collection. I need to do some necklaces. Plus, if Beth's up for it, I'd like to do a little face-to-face check-in with you. But I'll get those other videos posted this afternoon. I only have like 4 of them that need to be up and posted, but yeah. So, love you all. I hope you guys all have a wonderful day. And as always, until next time, happy beading.